Alright guys, we are going to get started with our spelling and vocabulary pretest. This is going to be a voluntary pretest. These are based on words that we're studying in our Storytown book. And you've already looked over the words, and if you would like to take a pretest, if you think those words are kind of easy for you and you'd like to move on to something different, then please take this pretest. If you would rather not and you'd rather work on the other activity that I've given you, then that's fine too. So the choice is yours. Students who have chosen to take the pretest, I see you've got your privacy folders up. Make sure your name is at the top, and we're going to get going. Remember, these are words that you might or might not know. This is just telling me what you already know, okay? So don't worry if it's a word you don't know. Just give it your best guess. So we are going to get started. Our first word is question. Question. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Question. The next word is fountain. Fountain. When I got thirsty, I looked everywhere for a water fountain. Fountain. All right, guys, we are just going to get into some different groups, so listen up for instructions. Let's see, could I please have Kyle come sit in this desk right here? That would be fabulous. And could I please get Autumn, would you please sit in Kyle's desk? And could I get Nicholas and Wesley to please switch? Okay, this group, I need you to pull out the Storytown book that's in your desk. This group back here, please pull out the Storytown book that's in your desk. These groups, go ahead and log on to your PV Learners. You guys got an 80% or higher on the pretest. Fantastic. So you guys are going to choose different words, okay? This week, we are going to choose your own advanced list. I like to do different types of advanced lists if you already know the words. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to use the glossary. So the glossary's in the back. And I want you working with a face partner for right now. You find 5 words, you find 5 words. I want these to be hard words, hard for you, that you don't know, and that you think would be good to use as a spelling and a vocabulary word. So you're each coming up with 5 words that you're going to write down. I want them, and you need to make sure they're different, though. We can't have 20 of the same words, obviously.
I have a question.
Sure.
So is this going to be the same list for everyone?
This is going to be your list that you're working on because you passed out of the pretest. So this group, what you guys are going to do is I emailed you all a link to a shared document. Yeah. I also put it in your documents. There are choices of what to do on that. I want you to start with 1 and work on it. We're going to get 3 done total. Right now, just work on 1. They're kind of harder projects. They're kind of fun. They're kind of harder. So it's not one you're going to get done in 2 minutes. You're not going to say, okay, I'm done. This is one you're going to have to work on and think about and really use some time working on it. Okay? So go ahead and find that document. If you can't find it, let me know. And you're going to probably need some supplies from me, and I will help you get those. I want you to open that document, and you're going to find 8 different activities. Choose 1 to start, okay? And you're going to use your words and start that activity. Find one that's interesting to you, okay? There are 8 to choose from, so find one that you really feel like is going to be interesting and make you think and help your mind learn more, okay?
We're done.
Fantastic. Okay, so when you guys have your 5 words, make sure, hold on, make sure everybody, you all need 20. Okay, so you all need the same list of 20. So go ahead and get that. So maybe, you work together copying these words onto this, like that. Do you see what I'm saying? So you all know what 20 words you have.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
So these are your spelling lists. Here are the words you're going to be using. Some of them you have to use all the words. Some of them you only have to use some. So choose the words that you need. Okay, what have we decided over here? Just the first one.
Stop letting me sign in because I signed in already, but I accidentally
that one. Okay.
I'm doing that one.
Right. Greeting cards? Okay. What about you, Caitlin?
The foreign language, the greeting cards, and
just the first one. So, okay, so if one that just needs to be online, you have what you need. You can do it on the iPads. If you need paper, I'll bring you some.
Okay.
Okay, someone over here needed index cards to make a game?
Yeah.
All right, here's a couple more. And you can use colors and things, okay? But let me know what you need. That looks good. So it's basically google.com with translate at the beginning because you're translating words, right?
Okay,
how's it going over here, friends?
Good.
You're all finished? Great. Okay, so now we just need to make sure everybody ends up with the same words on their lists, okay? So I know that'll just take you a minute. Work together as a group. work together as a group and just make sure you get the same words, and then we'll get started on the next part, okay? About done? Nice.
It's not letting me go on.
What do you do to write in Hindi?
Well, do you see the word you need to write down?
Yeah, I got question.
Okay. What do you think you should do?
A copy.
Yeah, I would copy it. And you can choose any language, any foreign language too, okay? So it can be, if you want to choose one that's easier to copy, you can, but this looks really interesting to me. I think you can do it if you try.
Wait, so what do you copy?
So read over the choices and decide which one you want to start with, okay? But pick one that's interesting to you. There's a lot of really interesting choices. So you were looking through this list, find one to start with that's the most interesting to you. And you're going to start with that.
I'm on binder. I'm on bookmark. No. You're making me crazy. Okay, I'm only this thing is. I have to go back. Yours? No, his. Is that why there's no glasses now? No, he still has it. No. I know this word.